Hello, welcome to another Wine with Tweedy video. Sorry about the terrible lighting. As you may have noticed, I'm down in my cellar. I thought it might be interesting to show you a quick peek of where the magic happens. It's not really where the magic happens, it's where the potential magic is stored. Doesn't really make sense as a metaphor. The racks are actually looking a bit bare at the moment. I have recently taken a delivery from Tom at Fingal Rock of a bunch of Nuits and nearby wines from Philippe Gavignet. Haven't yet got around to putting those out on the racks. There's one of those that I'm going to be trying today, but it really isn't particularly very fancy, I'm afraid. These are just sort of very generic wine racks, and all I really have in there at the moment, apart from the case that I've yet to move out of the box into the wine racks, is my selection of Pruliers wines. I think I have every vintage going back to, almost every vintage going back to 2011 up to 2019. I think I'm missing 2012, at least one bottle of everything from 2011, 2012 onwards up to, 2013 onwards up to 2019. So quite a catalogue of Domaine Pruliers, Gevrey Chambertin. There's a couple of other oddities around here. There's some odds and ends of English sparkling. I can see some East Meon and Breaky Bottoms. At some point I will open this. I've been saving it for a special occasion because this is, I think, the best wine of all time. I don't know if the lighting is making it impossible to read the label there. The best wine of all time, in my opinion, from Breaky Bottom, of those that I've tried, is the 2009 Cuvée Gerard Hoffnung. And then there's an even more bizarre rack down here, hidden under some bubble wrap and some old baby stuff. What do we have here? Some very eclectic things, some still English reds, and this this is going to make for a fascinating video at some point. 2004 Welsh sparkling wine. I have had a bottle of this before. It tastes like furniture polish and beeswax and ground up refreshers. Remember those sweets? I suppose a bit like Love Hearts that still existed. I'm not sure if refreshers still exist in that form. Anyway, the point of bringing you down here was not to look at all those oddities. It was instead to take a look at this junk. Not a very well organised cellar. It was instead to take a look at this. There it is. There's actually a couple of layers to this case. It's 12 bottles in total. Very mixed. So yes, I need to pick out something to go with tonight's dinner. I think I might stay on the relatively recent side. Perhaps have a go with this 2016 Premier Cru from Nuits Les Pruliers. Yeah, let's open that up and see how that's going. I thought I'd come outside to open it up. I have a feeling I may have actually had this before at some point, but I'm losing track now of what I've had or haven't had from Gavignet, and it will always be, they're all good, and it will be a delight to revisit it if it does indeed turn out to be something I've had before. I've noticed since I switched to this new GoPro, picking up a bit more wind noise. It's still encased in this kind of foamy bubble thing. Anyway, who cares? Back to the wine talk. So what do we have? This is it's quite a deep nose, and as fruit profile goes, it's on over towards the plummier end of the spectrum. To me, Nuits Saint-Georges, mainly because I see it through the lens of Philippe Gavignet, it's all about fruit expression, and perhaps that's more reflecting the producer style rather than the village style, but always very, very fruit driven, very fruit forward. Philippe Gavignet's wines. It's plummy initially, silky, not overly heavy on the palate, which is good because I don't particularly like that in a Burgundy. The tannins are sort of, fine and backgroundy and quite subtle, which is great. Has a slight savouriness, and I think that's going to be good with tonight's dinner. Lasagna, if you're interested, doesn't matter. Yeah, so this has a sort of a richness on the nose, but more of a sort of delicate savouriness, silkiness on the palate. don't know if you can get a sense of it just from the colour and the sort of, I don't know, the kind of the brightness of it. Even though this is it's a good 7 years old now, it's got a nice bright hue to it. Not a lot of you know, sediment or anything in there. Nice and sort of clean and pure. This is tonight's lasagna. It's looking pretty good, I think. Thought I would come back to this post dinner. And this is just sublime, actually. It probably did need just a little while, not you know, half an hour or so, to have a bit of an airing and open up a bit. But it's just silky and you know, luxurious, and it's perfumed. I'm running out of adjectives, but really delicious. It is doing the Gavignet / possibly Nuits thing now, and turning really fruity, which I love. Getting a lot of fruit, but it's just this sort of really luxurious, silky, pure, beautiful fruit. Delightful, absolutely spectacular.